Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E052, a 1964P original wrapped roll. How's everybody doing today? I see Paul here and Parvis. How you guys doing? Remember, if you like videos like this, feel free to subscribe and hit the notifications button. It's free. Hey, Farm Dog, how are you today? Figured I'd get a little early start. My dad was one of those if you're not early, you're late kind of guys, and I think it rubbed off on me. So, that's good. Let me get the chip. The coin under the microscope is a 1964P double die obverse 018. I don't think it's listed on Copper Coins yet. I'll have to photograph it and get it on there. I've got just so many coins to photograph. So does Chuck. Probably thousands. Got a couple people in here, so I'll draw the chip. And it's coin number 8. That maybe right here. That might be a little better. Give a couple minutes for people to stroll in, and I'll open this roll up. This is a roll I got from the fun show. Hopefully it's decent. Couldn't tell. It's paper wrapped, so you can't really look inside. Was a good time. We missed seeing a lot of you guys. Hopefully next time or next year or even possibly a different show. You never know. Hey JM, how are you today? How's everything? How did those rolls turn out? Did you find anything good in them? Get this. Oh no, I gotta get a pen. Give me 1 second, I gotta grab a pen. Yeah, I was putting stuff up to get it ready to mail, so my pen was out with that. Yeah, that's okay, JM. I get it totally. But here, let's open this roll up and get started. See what we find in here. Spread these out a little bit. Lots of double die obverses and reverses to be found. Hey Otis, how are you? And we will get rolling here. Coin number 1 goes to Jim Fletcher. And Jim gets, let me get things straightened out here. The end coin. The coins don't look too bad in there. They're not super bright, but they're not nasty either. I'm going to back this out just a little bit. There we go. And off to the start, normal obverse. on the reverse. It looks like we have nothing on this coin either. Coin number 2 goes to Paul Hampton. We missed you last week, or during the last reveals, Paul. Were you out of town or something? Yeah, I try not to. I've forgotten myself, and I actually put them on. So, oh, a beautiful die marker there. Too bad we don't have nothing to share it with. And a normal coin for Paul. Coin number 3 goes to Parvis. We got an auction coming up tonight at 7 o'clock. Look like some interesting stuff available. Normal on the date right here, I think. Let's see. Yep. Had kind of weird reflection there for a second. Hey, Kelly Ray, how are you? Yeah, that's why I always try and wait till at least I get the first push before I start. I was ready to go about an hour before this, but I know a lot of you, that's real early. So I try to wait till at least 5:30, 6 o'clock here. And a normal coin for Parvis. Hey, Carl, how you doing? Coin number 4 goes to Ant. And it looks normal. Yeah, there's double dies on the date, the I, the first and last T. I do believe there might even be one on N. All right, Kelly Ray. Well, hopefully you can join us later. And there's a lot of bar L's. Matter of fact, the giveaway is considered a bar L that we're giving away. How was your game? Or do you golf like me? When I golf, it seems I haven't golfed in years, but the last year or two I golfed, I didn't even really keep score anymore. Coin number 5 goes to Mr. French. That ain't bad. I take it you're a big golfer then. I think Penny Hoarder's a pretty good golfer. You know, he's got a nice swing. We went to that Top Golf last year, and he's got a good swing. Uh-oh, I hear those dogs causing trouble with the cats outside, out in the living room. Yeah, you need to lay down. No troublemaking in here. I didn't take one picture, Kelly Ray. Next coin is for Jimmy Bridges. I was so busy having fun, I didn't even think of taking pictures. And the night we met up at Outback Steakhouse, I had a little bit too much of a good time there. I'm glad we Ubered because I was feeling no pain by the time we got back to the room. To clean up an HP laptop, huh? When you say clean up, what do you mean by clean up? Yeah, I know you were. That one first day at Miller's, you were falling asleep, and then all of a sudden you had a couple drinks, and you were alive. Yeah, I'm not. It depends on what you want to do, Parvis. It's very slow. It might be something where you just want to do a complete, how old is it? Reinstall of the operating system and start fresh. I don't know what data's on it or anything like that. So, coin number 7 goes to Taco John. It all depends on that, on what you want to save and what you want to do. Ah, that shot and those couple drinks, it woke you right up. It was a good time, though. I had a great time. I can't wait till we can do it again. "3 years old, huh? It shouldn't be slow." And that should be something that you can go into your system and within Windows Update. There should be a reinstall software and it'll allow you to keep certain programs. And it'll basically wipe all the data off your computer except for the programs. So you need to make sure you back everything up real good if you're going to do something like that. Next coin is for CAD Roll Hunter. Like I say, that is usually something that, to give advice like that, I usually would like to at least see it. Yeah, we love you guys. We love you too, Kelly Ray. It was a blast. And Tia was a fun girl too. Even though she didn't seem too thrilled with the coins, she seemed thrilled with the company. Oh yeah, this is coin number 8. CAD Roll Hunter gets the giveaway, and I'll put that up on the camera as soon as we examine the reverse of his coin. A little later die state on this one. This is a die we haven't seen yet in the roll. All right, let me put the giveaway here, and then I'll write the note. Got to find out which way it shows. Not that way, so let's try this way. There you go. It's a little hard to see because of the reflection. But right here you can see the extra bar. And that is Konica DDO 18. And I will be putting that up on the site. I got a copy out to actually take photos of. So, but congratulations, CAD Roll Hunter. Let me write the note here. 2. I sure can. I thought I looked at that pretty good. Now I gotta. There you go. Yeah, the doubling on these is right back here usually. And I do believe there's one that might run up to 4. I'm not totally positive. Coin number 9 goes to Crispy. Back that out just a little bit more. Oh, he is, isn't he? He's a fun guy. Hey, sissy. How are you? And we got a normal coin for Crispy. We will be looking at the front, the obverse and reverse on all these coins. Coin number 10 is for Carl. I should be starting to get some packages out to you guys by the end of the week, hopefully. Chuck mailed a package to me today that has the reveals up to the one he did last night finished. So I should be able to get all those out to you. Yeah, Sissy was fun too. I've seen this die before. Goes coin number 2 in the roll. Coin number 11 goes to Jim Fletcher. Yeah, Sissy had brought some of her finds with her. She had some nice stuff. She got some nice stuff at the show. I've been going through, I got about, I don't know, maybe 70 or 80 RPMs. And I've identified about 25 of them. That's all I've had time to do so far. And filled a lot of little holes. Most of them are real minor ones. But I did find a couple nice ones. Nice big ones too. Ah, there. Got that die again. 2 coins in a row. You know, I don't miss the ice fishing. I just had friends call me while they were ice fishing. And I says, guys, I used to have a great time, but I'm glad I'm not sitting on a slab of ice for 3 days. Next coin is for Parvis. I'm a hugger too, kind of. I mean, with a nickname like Sasquatch, how can you not be a hugger? Yeah, you're not the only one. I'm not fumble finger. I'm fat fingers. When I'm typing on my phone, I might as well not even try. I hit 4 buttons every time my finger hits it. Coin 13 goes to Farm Dog. We've seen this die here. Oh, I do that. We use a shack, but we all go sit outside on a bucket by a hole. That way nobody knows what you're doing and you don't get the shack all stinky and everything. And then when you want to take a nap or something, you go hit the shack, get a little heat, take your gloves off and stuff like that. Hit the schnapps bottle. I have a feeling my toner cartridges just showed up. Something hit my front porch. Couldn't believe it. My laser printer cost me $160 something a couple years ago, and the cartridges for it are almost $300. Yeah, well, we take our jacket and gloves and stuff off and put them by the door. We get one of those big. We had a pretty big shanty, so, but we tried to keep the fish guts and all that outside. Next coin is for Sissy. I mean, when we would go, we would leave on a Friday night and come home Sunday night, Monday morning. And it always seemed when we'd get one of those weekend trips, it would be like the coldest weekend of the year. 2 times at least in the 20 years we did it. It was just bitter cold, high winds. Coin 15 goes to Malcolm. We haven't seen Malcolm yet today, have we? That's rare. A little earlier die state on this one. I think this is the same coin as coin number 1. So far we have found nothing in this roll. Disappointing, but not totally unexpected for a 64p. While there's a lot of stuff available, there is a lot of times you just get a dud roll. Coin 16 goes to Jim Fletcher. Seen this die before. Now we're starting to see repeat dies over and over and over again, which is a good sign for an original roll. Doesn't help us with varieties until we get new dies. Why the planchet washing of that era, those like 62, 63, 64 is just awful. That's what's causing all that dark spots on there. It's like sulfur based. Oh, that, yeah, everybody does, Paul. I think I've only got about maybe 10 different dyes, and none of them are proof. I don't think. I've got a couple rolls of proof. I just never think of looking at them. I did search a 72S roll of proofs for RPMs, and there's a couple nice double dyes too. Didn't find anything. The 61D roll comes up tomorrow, and that could be a good roll. That's a roll that I've had for a long time, at least 25 years. So that'll be interesting. The 55S roll is a roll I got at the fun show, as is the 53D roll. The 55S roll looks pretty nice on the end coin. 53D roll looks average. Next coin is for Jimmy Bridges. In a 55S roll, I actually bought it as a 55D roll, and I opened it up and looked, and there was 55S, and so I poured a few out, and they were all 55S. Yeah, we were talking at the fun show. It looks like Brian Allen is under 80 RPMs to have the complete Konica RPM scent collection. That is quite a feat. That's amazing. Next coin is for Carl. That's amazing. Yeah, it is. Let's see, I went through 7. I'm 13 RPMs from finishing the 60D Konica list. And I was telling the people at the Konica table that, and they said that that's kind of an achievement. And I think at one point I was only 1 or 2 away in my first collection. Oh, nice. Nice. Fort Pierce. I wonder if that was OJ. There wasn't a lot of rolls, and I didn't expect there to be a lot of rolls there. Because they're traveling a long way to get there, and penny rolls aren't easy to transport. But I did hear that as far as Lincoln scents go, that show was huge. They sold a lot of Lincoln scents. There was a huge collection through Heritage and Great Collections going up, and that pulled a lot of the scent collectors to that show. I heard we saw the 43, was it the 43 copper? We saw the 58 double die was there. There was some serious big money coins at that show going up for auction. We didn't stay for the auction, of course. Overall, I was just looking at my inventory. I'm up about, I think I've got 1,700 and something different dies now between all 3 listing sites. So I'm working on it, and I've got about at least 70 more to add to that, hopefully. Next coin is for Mr. French. Chuck, he's just got literally boxes. He's got to have a lot too. He just needs some time to get them all cataloged. Did do some editing on some, added some dies to the website today. Gonna try and get those pretty much caught up in the next month. Hey Jim, how are you? Yeah. Oh, did you see him, Sissy? There was some amazing coins there. Stuff that you'll never ever see in your lifetime. So far, we haven't found anything good, Jim. But we're trying. We are trying. I've seen this die before. I can tell by that big die scratch. Approaching the halfway point in the roll. Coin 23 goes to Ant. And Ant gets normal on the date. I will be viewing these coins through the loop tomorrow. Kind of got a system down how I do it now, and it's working pretty good. I haven't found anything in the last few rolls. I think I found one extra coin of a variety that we had found in a roll about 4 or 5 rolls ago. But for the most part, we're finding everything with the scope, which is good, because I never searched through a scope until recently. Coin 24 goes to Klaus. Hey Jesse, we are looking for double die obverses and double die reverses on a 64p roll. And so far, the only variety that we've seen is one that was the giveaway on coin number 8. Boy, the 50 through 54 coins had this webbing too. They were just awful sometimes. I don't know if it was dirty planchet wash or what causes it to do this toning like that. Or if it's just overall the planchet wash. Coin 25 goes to Taco John. Die I recognize. So how have you been, Jesse? We haven't seen you around lately. Nice little die scratches back of the head. I'm not really even seeing die clashes on this one, on this roll. We're at the halfway point. Let me clear this pile right here. All right. It's been so long since I did one of these that, oh, here we go. I'll just put them in here. All my rubber box of rubber bands is gone. All right, coin 26 goes to Paul Hampton. Yeah, did you find anything, Jesse? Hey, Marksman Hitman. Yeah, good year, indeed. Indeed. Is that something they look for in the 64p, Paul? I know that a couple rolls ago I found one that looked almost like it. It was on one side but not the other. And I didn't know people actually looked for them on any year except for 69 and 70. That's the kind of stuff I need to really try to concentrate on learning more about over the next year, is errors and anomalies like that. Coin 27 goes to Parvis. There's a weak part of my game, that's it. This is a die I haven't seen yet. So let's see what we got here. Well, they're on the obverse. There's doubling on the date on the 4. Then, of course, you got doubled I's. Then in the 64, there's doubling on the T right here, the last T and the first T. Then there's bar L's. You got some that have a little bar sticking up here, or sometimes there's a bar sticking down or across right there. That's what you would look for. And then the double die reverses, you would look for separation or serif looking things right at the edges and tips of the devices on the reverse. Extra thickness on the designer initials. That's usually my giveaway. Almost every time I find a double die, you can see the doubling right here before you even see it anywhere else. For some reason, it's just the spot that I go to look. It doesn't mean there's not doubling somewhere else. It's just a spot I always look. And more times than not, when I find that, I find a doubling somewhere else on the reverse. Coin 28 goes to Jim Fletcher. Hey, Coin Junkie. Yeah, we haven't found nothing so far, and we're over halfway through. This is a different die, too. So hopefully we will find something. It's not beyond hope. We are almost 30 coins in. But I don't start losing hope till we're in the 40s. And nothing on this coin for Jim Fletcher. Don't forget to hit that like button. We got 13 viewers and 5 likes. Coin 29 goes to Sissy. Just a reminder, Chuck will be having an auction tonight. It looks like there's a lot of decent stuff. Plus, he's doing a wheat pull, I believe, again. Those are always fun. That's one of the brighter coins in this roll. One of the cleanest ones, too. Coin number 30 goes to Crispy. Yeah, get done with this, get dinner ready, and be back by 7 for a good auction. If you're not registered, you can register at coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. And a normal coin for Crispy. So anybody do anything good over the weekend? You have any good finds? We like to hear about what you guys find in your hunts. Coin 31 goes to Cad Roll Hunter. Seen this die many times in this roll. The contractor is finally almost done with my wife's business. Year and a half after the fire. She's going to get to open back up here in the next week. And a normal coin for Cad Roll Hunter. Coin 32 goes to Parvis. And Parvis gets a normal coin on the obverse so far. Got a little left to look. And it is indeed normal on the obverse. I better not rush that. We've got a reverse to look at. She's a property manager, Jim. Runs a storage site and helps manage other sites. And yeah, they lost everything. It's a huge place that burnt down. The fire inspector said it was the worst fire in that area that he had seen in over 30 years of being on the force. It was 5 alarms and they had 40 engines and 5 rescue vehicles there. Trying to think the size of the building. I want to say that it's somewhere around 350,000 square feet. I mean, it's a huge building. And my poor wife, she says, man, my job got 10 times harder, even though I got 20% of the customers, because all she did was basically deal with upset customers for the last year and a half. She's worked for the company 30 years, and she says she's never been threatened so much in her life. Next coin is for Jim Fletcher. And you understand that a lot of these people lost everything they owned. And it was a real sad situation. And the reverse, wow, that's a later die state than we've seen. I had thought that this was one I hadn't seen yet. Coin 35 goes to Paul Hampton. How is Josie liking her coin collecting? Is she starting to get interested in it, Jim? Oh yeah, it is. And it's not really like physical threats. It's, all she hears is I'm suing, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and all she can really do is say, well, I'm sorry. There's not a lot she can do. They did have insurance and they did get some of it, but I think there was limitations on the insurance that was provided. And of course nobody wants to pay the extra $5 a month or whatever it is to get more insurance. So they get what comes with it. Coin 36 goes to Jimmy Bridges. But like she said, she's on the fast track of cashing out and retiring. She's only got maybe 2 years max left. Oh, that's great. Is she still really interested in nickels? Oh, it was huge. I mean, there was huge steel girders that were basically molten piles of metal on the ground. Coin 37 goes to Taco John. This looks like a die I don't remember. Oh, no, I've seen it. They had some good stuff at the fun show for kids. Uh, Games and stuff to, like, where they could search for gems and stuff like that. It was kind of cool. Looked like the kids that were there were having a blast that were doing it. And they gave them a lot of room to do it. Over the last few years, this show has gotten a little smaller. And of course, this year, I guess the Southwest Airlines uh, thing, a lot of the people never made it because their plane never made it. Coin 38 goes to Klaus. So they had a lot of good things for the kids to do there. Seen this die quite a bit here with the scratching over the hair. We're just glad it's almost over with. I mean, she's actually back in her office now, out of the trailer. And all the electricity, everything's running. They're actually even renting. So she's actually working. But everybody's stuff that the restoration company pulled out and said they cleaned and restored it. I don't know what they do to it. They get to bring it back over the next few days. So the next week will be the end of it. It'll get kind of hectic over a week, and then it'll be done, and she can move on, and everything can go back to normal. Next coin is for Aunt. Oh, all right, had to check. It almost looked like a rotated reverse, but it was me. I must have kind of turned the coin a little bit. And a normal coin for Aunt. I want to remind you, we do get a 61D roll tomorrow. I will probably do it closer to 6 or 6:30 because there'll be no auction tomorrow. Little die scratch there. A little later, die stayed on the reverse again. Boy, I looked at a 62 P roll, and I found one in there. The reverse was, the strike was perfect. All these stairs were there, and I mean, it was just gorgeous. And on the other side, it was all spotted up. It was disgusting. I was so bummed out. It probably would have been a 67, 68 easy from the strike. The luster just shot it out of the water, though. I looked at this already. Just sitting here jabbering, looking at coins twice. She enjoys her nickels. All right. I might send her a couple. Coin 41 goes to Parvis. I got a few nickels here. Is she putting a book together, or is she looking through them under a microscope, or... I think I got a box of stuff still from when I had my my business, and I think it's got a few nickels, like a half a row of nickels in it still. Yeah, that's all. Those are all rolled up though. Hey, Rhonda, how are you? Next call is for Paul, or next coin is for Paul. Paul. I'm going to do a nickel roll one of these days. I'll surprise you guys. I literally have a box of them sitting on my desk that I haven't even inventoried yet. And they've literally been sitting there since the fun show almost 2 years ago. I did get 260D rolls of nickels at this fun show. Next coin is for Jim Fletcher. Oh, very good, Jim. That's good. You know, without young numismaticists, we won't have anything to fall back on when we go blind and old. So we got to try and take care of them. Ooh, that's terrible, Rhonda. Yeah, they everything tempts me, Paul. Uh, I'm just a hoarder. At least I actually get a lot of stuff sorted now. A lot of the varieties that are in my book have literally, I still got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 32, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, but let's say 50 of the small single row boxes and 10 of the double row boxes. Hey, Native American Ways, Kelly Michaud, how are you? Chuck will be on another show at 7 o'clock, so in an hour, you guys can come join us again. Oh boy, yeah, that's hard. I'm praying for a good recovery for you, Rhonda. Uh, when you get off a vent, it takes a lot of work for you to get back to breathing normal again. Yeah, my wife's she's really good about it now, Paul. I come through the door with, like, I had basically 2 boxes of coins. And the only thing she said was she picked up one of the slabbed coins I bought that had a price tag of $195 on it. And she goes, "You paid $195 for 1 penny?" I says, "No." She says, "Well, that's what the price tag says." I says, "Well, I didn't pay that much for it. I only paid $150 for it." And I just got the side eye from her, and she went in her room and started sewing. Besides that, when she sees me come through with a box of rolls now, she just kind of looks the other way. And being that there's at least $225 boxes sitting in her living room, probably more, she just is happy. I'm happy, I guess. Coin 46 goes to Sissy. And she's got her own vice. She's got so much fabric, and she's into quilting and embroidery and all sorts of art stuff. So her office is way more packed than mine as far as hoardsmanship. No rehab or nothing for you, eh, Rhonda? Or they got you on oxygen, or? Right. That was a coin. I had been on a quest. I can't tell you how many 1983p rolls, bags that I've looked through looking for a double die reverse. And I told Chuck and Brian and everybody I was with, I said, if you see one that's reasonable, like under $200, let me know. I don't care if it's 65 or 66 red. I just want one. And it's got a 63 red brown. It's not the prettiest coin. But now I can end my quest. And like I told my wife, yeah, I've done that one too, Kelly, and I've never found one. I mean, the 83, I've literally, I can't imagine. I've searched bags, rolls, just a plethora of them, and never found anything. And in circulation, I've kept all my 83s out of circulation for 2 or 3 years, so you have a bunch to look through, and never found anything. So that quest is over. And usually, like when I pay money to buy a coin, within a month I'll find one or two. They'll start popping into me. So hopefully now I'll find a real nice one. What am I looking for? Well, I was looking for an 83p DDR number 1. I'm looking for lots of stuff. I couldn't just tell you just one coin I'm looking for. I'm not sure. There's so many. There's 3 real nice double die obverses in 83. Coin 49 goes to Carl. I think they might all be FS listed too. I'm not totally sure. Chuck's not here. You have to come to the auction. I'm not sure what you're speaking of, and dimes are kind of. While I know quite a bit about dimes, but I'm not familiar with the one you're actually talking about. Yeah, I do too, Paul. That's why there's, like I said, that's why there's 60 boxes of unattributed coins sitting right next to me, literally in the hallway. Actually, I shouldn't say that. At least 10 of those boxes are attributed. Maybe even 15. Because that's where I get the goodies that I give you out of, because those are all extras. Coin number 50. Well, got a dud roll. Nothing to talk about. It goes to Taco John. Next roll is a 61D roll, so we have a lot better chance of finding something in that roll. I was hopeful for this one, though. It was a nice, tight, wrapped roll. Here's the ender from it. Thinking in the next week I might do one of the Megreg tube rolls. But if I do that, I'm going to have to heat it up and get the coins out of the tube before. We'll see you, Kelly Ray. Thanks for joining. And that's it. I want to thank everybody for joining me, and I hope to see everybody at 7 o'clock at the auction. You all have a great day and stay safe. I'll talk to you all later, and if I don't see you tonight, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, Chuck's list is up. Yes, he put it up yesterday. And I think he's going to be doing one of the wheat polls again. And besides that, I'm not really sure. I haven't looked at it, but he did tell me that he sent me a message that said the list was up yesterday. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys all soon. We'll see you later. Bye.